Hey lovies, welcome to my channel. This is Michelle here at Life Mantra Tarot. I hope all is well. For me, today is Monday. I'm hoping that, excuse me, that your week is off to a good start so far and that everything's, just treating you well. So for those who are new subscribers, welcome and thanks for rocking with me and helping your girl out. I appreciate you guys. For those who have been subscribed for a while, thank you and welcome back as well. I appreciate y'all as well. For those who are new to my channel, I hope that you find content on this channel that you enjoy and that is helpful for you on your journey. So with that said, tonight, whatever word you would like to use or whenever you decide to watch this, I wanted to get messages directly from your inner child. And as you can see, I already pulled a few cards and I cleared the energy and everything. Yeah, so starting out with this reading, the first thing that we can see here is we have masquerade, triumph of lies, and addicted in the reverse. So like I said, these are messages directly from your inner child. I feel like with these cards that came out, a lot of you guys have been over the course of your lives struggled with really facing your true innermost thoughts and feelings when it comes to how you feel about the things that took place in your childhood. I feel that you guys you hide behind like a mask because it might be something that's so painful to like really process and think about. I actually got like super hot. I was like cold, like really cold a little while ago. And I put on a sweater and I just took my sweater off because like all of a sudden I'm just getting like this like warm, like it's hard to explain. Like it's like overcast almost of this heat over my body as I'm talking about this. Yeah, it's like you guys have lied to yourselves for so long about how you truly feel about the things that happened. A lot of you guys might have also witnessed addiction in your household, which might be something that, like a generational curse that you might be living with and learning how to cope with and growing through, if that makes any sense to you guys. Sorry, give me 1 second. I'm trying to, there we go. Also, on the bottom of the deck, I also saw I Won't Cry for You. If you were to look at the book, basically that card is talking about being at almost like your wit's end when it comes to crying for something or someone. You're no longer crying over it. It's almost like looking at it like crying over spilled milk kind of thing. Almost like Five of Cups energy. You know, for those of you who watch tarot or do tarot, on a regular basis, like you guys know what that energy is like. So it's like, I feel like a lot of you guys have been, that's one of the things that you've been struggling with. Excuse me. And, again, I feel like you guys might not have fully embraced / accepted this part of your past. I feel like you guys have, thrown your feelings to the wayside and swept a lot of things under the rug, maybe because it's just so painful to deal with or to think about and reflect on. But at the same time, you're here for a reason, right? If you're watching this video, you clearly are like, I have some stuff from my childhood that I need to still work on. A lot of us do. All of us do, quite frankly. Even those of us who, feel we had like a great childhood and our parents were awesome and we got, the things that we wanted out of life and all of that stuff, There's always the darkness, behind the scenes, that we tend to, try to escape from, With that said, like I said, for you guys, I do feel like you guys have lied to yourselves for a long time, You know, you're like, okay, well, especially with triumph of lies, right? It's like, think about that wording, triumph of lies. It's literally the first card out of this deck, mind you. So it's like you've lied to yourself for so long to the point where you're almost like successful because of your lies. Does that make any sense to some of you guys? Like where you can sit there and say, damn, like I've been through all this stuff, but I've done such a good job covering that shit up. You'll never know. You know what I mean? Like I remember in therapy, you know, my therapist years ago, she told me I was like an onion, literally. Like I was like an onion. And when like you look at me and I'm like this full package of a person, we all are, you know, this is who we put out there, you know. Our image that we like to make sure that we portray to the world, right? But our self image is completely different from that most of the time. You know, and a lot of us, we put ourselves out there in this well packaged persona to the point where, you know, it's a facade. You know, we put this person out there, it's like almost fabricated, and then you don't realize how much shit happened to a person, you know, in other parts of their lives, you know, whether it's their childhood, teenage years, whatever, you know, adulthood too. I mean, wherever, you know, place it where it goes. But, you know, this is talking about childhood right now. And I know my therapist, she said, like, you're like an onion, there's so many layers to you, but you come in this full package. And you, on top of that, she told me I compartmentalize a lot. And it's because I'm able to take everything and put them in their own little place, which is not always a bad thing, but it becomes a bad thing when you start, you know, pushing things to the side like it doesn't exist, right? You have to acknowledge these parts of yourself in order to move on and to grow and heal, right? So, for instance, if you guys did grow up in a household where addiction was an issue, right? You guys, with this being in the reverse, it's definitely sticking out to me even more because it's like this could be something that ended up washing onto you, or it's a cycle that you're meant in your lifetime. You're meant to break this curse, this generational curse, right? And it's like, again, with that card that was at the bottom of the deck, that's saying, like, you know, you've cried so much about, you know, these scenarios that have happened in your life, especially in your childhood, that still affect you even now. So much so that you're like, you know what, I'm not doing that anymore. You guys are trying to move past that. So kudos to you in that regard. So we're gonna dig deeper. So bottom of the deck, as I just shuffled these, we have eclipse, union of opposites, conceal, event, mask. I just said something about a mask. Upstage, merge, transform, camouflage, hide, overshadow, loss of power, temporary, block, support, sudden darkness, reveal. And then like notice like on these cards you have different moon cycles, and then you have the moon here. It's like you guys are definitely like are working on your shadow side. And because you're working on your shadow side, you are at this place of transformation. You are at this place of having to bring things from that were concealed or masked to the light now. My candle just kind of started going really, really crazy, and there's no windows open right now. All right. So hopefully that little spiel, because that was kind of a little more than what I was trying to say just starting off, but I'm hoping that you guys are still rocking with me. So we're going to get deeper into this. Spirit, can we clarify this overall energy? Masquerade, triumph of lies, and addicted in the reverse. Can we clarify that energy for the collective, please? Too many, but I did just see child, which is funny because that's literally what we're looking into. But yes, that was too many cards that we're gonna try to flip out. Clarify masquerade, triumph of lies, and addicted in the reverse, spirit for the collective when it comes to messages from their inner child. Please and thank you. So we have diamond. Creative force, faithfulness, value, perfection, brilliance, commitment, light, purity, esteem, incomparable force, multidimensional, multifaceted, invincible spiritual power. It's like you guys at this time are coming into your spiritual power. Like, you know how they say, you know, pressure creates a diamond. You know, all the things that you've been through is what's taking place in order for you to become this diamond. And you guys are diamonds don't shine, they reflect. But you guys are reflecting like that beauty that stems from all the pain and the hurt and the suffering that you had to go through as a child. It's basically saying that it took all of those different things for you to be who you are today. And you guys are learning based on these experiences how to grow and navigate life in a different way. You're coming into your own, and you're finally learning how to let go of the masquerade and the lies that you've told yourself that have made you appear to be so strong. Like, you are strong, don't get me wrong, but what I'm saying is you don't have to just be the strong person all the time. Sometimes accepting the things that you really feel, the pain, everything, that's what makes you you. That's what makes you unique. And that's what makes you truly strong. That ability to be able to be vulnerable, right? That vulnerability. You have telephone. Connection, communication, conversation, getting through, two-way street, message, vocal, loud and clear, reaching out, notification, throat chakra, inner voice, rings a bell. I'm reading this intuitively. I don't think this has anything to do with actual communication. It could, in the sense of maybe it's saying that you have to communicate with your parents, because this is about childhood. So it could be that. It could be saying that there's going to be some communication coming in to talk about this stuff, and you're going to use that throat chakra and say what you need to say to mend relationships. But I'm also looking at it as you're just being more vocal about that inner voice that you've stifled for so long, right? Not even necessarily talking to anyone in particular, but just talking to yourself. That inner dialogue that happens sometimes where we don't necessarily know. I'm seeing a lot of ones and a lot of twos actually in this reading as I'm looking at this. Excuse me. Yeah, so it's like, I really feel like that inner dialogue. You know, we have universe here. It's almost like the world card. Source, infinite, unending, enduring, eternal, creation, awakening, interconnected, heaven, higher perspective, the big picture, all that is creative force, law of one. Like, it's taken all of the stuff that you've been through to put you in this place where you're seeing the bigger picture, you're seeing a higher perspective of life, and is allowing you to create this new person, this new version of yourself. You know, something that's going to really be awakened and help other people awaken too. Tell us more. Wow. I'm happy I decided to do this reading because I did it for myself. I got drawn to my altar a little while ago, and I did it for myself. I was like, and the messages that came out, I was like, wow, this is hella deep. I need to do this for my collective. Roadblock. Blocked, change, barriers, challenges, time to regroup, stuck, paralyzed, obstacles, stalling, temporary setback, take a detour, not right now. One step forward, two steps back. Sometimes you might feel like with what it is that you've been working on, it feels like you're just walking on cobblestone. You know what I mean? Like, you just don't know if you're on the right path. You know, you feel blocked. But the thing is, it's like, it takes time, right? It takes time to create this diamond that you're creating. This is not something that's going to happen overnight. It's going to be a constant healing battle. I won't even use the word battle, but like just it's a process, right? This isn't something that's going to just happen right now. You know, if it took years for you to become the person that you are and all the shit that you had to see and feel and all of that and witness, it's going to take you years to get past those things too. It just has to happen that way. And it sucks, but the reality is this is what has to happen in order for you to become a better version of yourself. And I feel like that's where you guys are right now. Pardon me. I'm still recovering from the flu. At this point, it's more like bronchitis, and I have asthma, so that's a whole different conversation. So it takes me a while to recover from anything that affects my lungs at all. Then we have library. This card came up with for me earlier. Knowledge, learning, history, information, research, books, pastime, archives, hidden documents, search, secrets, looking beneath the surface, author, reading, writing. Exactly. So it's like there's so much stuff that's still under the surface that you probably don't even realize affects you as much as it does. Hence why you have to have this dialogue with yourself, your inner child, right? And that's the whole point of this message. So that you can, move forward in life and be a better version of you. And quite frankly, by gaining that knowledge that you're about to gain throughout all of the stuff that you're working on, by closing out these old cycles and growing and transforming, you're also going to be able to use that throat chakra of yours, right, and that knowledge, and help other people in the process. I feel whether it's your own family members or like your children, your siblings, cousins, depending how deep this really goes, your own parents, right, your grandparents, if they're still around, I hope they are, so on and so forth. Like, you're really going to be able to help other people now. You might even do a self-help book or something. I'm getting self-help book, that can help other people if you're a writer of any sort, okay? Take that as it resonates. That's for just some of you, maybe even one person, but I do feel like some people might be able to, use their voice in that way, like in a literary way, like writing something, whether it's poems or books, whatever, short stories, so on and so forth, blogs. Okay, tell us more. Yarn. Hassles, problems, big mess, interconnected, complicated, patience needed. I just talked about being patient with yourself. Future gains, work it out, made up story, many working components, mischief, out of control. Yeah, things are not like this. Remember, I was talking about like that, how can I put it? That package that we put out there, right? You're taking that package apart. Right? And you realize it's a mess. It's not pretty, right? It's beautiful lies. You know what I mean? You're realizing now, like, in this point of your life, you're like, okay, things are not as beautiful and neatly wrapped as I might put myself out there to be. And I have to be the one to look deep into myself and discover, who is this actual person with these knives and coming out of their back, with this mask on their head or in their face, with this beautiful yet scary looking headpiece on their head, again, trying to look so beautiful, but it's hard for you guys to tell. It's like thorns on this thing, and there's like blood coming out her face. It's like again, it's about that package that we put out there into the world, but who are we truly to ourselves? We have to know how to embrace that person. Okay? And if you look at this picture, it's a puppy, right? Talking about that youth. And then that child card that was going to try to come up, it was too many cards that came out at one time. We have deeper meaning, community, hidden emotions, exactly. Nourishing, social resources, true feelings, support, savings, perception, sustenance. Looking deeper, provided for, consciousness. You're bringing all of what you really truly felt to the surface now. You're nurturing yourself. That's what a well does, right? It provides water. You're nourishing yourself right now. And that's the whole point of this part of your journey. Yeah, master on the bottom. Discipline, working smart, focus, structure, teaching, training, conquer, overcome, controlled, learning a skill, in the flow, authoritarian. I'm about to say authoritative or authoritative, but That's not what they said. Commanding presence. Yeah, you're getting in the know of who you really are and allowing those different emotions to flow through you, right? So you can actually feel them and connect with them. And that's what you need to, or sorry, I don't like to use the word need, but that's what you're working on at this time, or spirit is calling you to work on at this time. You know, really getting in touch with those deeper, darker feelings that you might not want to look into, but it's time. Yeah, and look at that in the middle of the deck. Healing, or sorry, emerald, but healing, healing, fertility, eternity, reflection, humility, sexuality, rare, peace, soul restoration, growth, strong relationships, balance, free flowing love, mature love, heart chakra. Yeah, you're healing that heart chakra, okay? I like that. And you got the throat chakra here. So like those are the ones that right now probably need the most work, is that heart and that throat chakra. You know, being able to speak up and being able to embrace your true feelings. Being able to open up yourself enough to accept love and give love right now, okay? All right, so this reading is already very deep, and I'm trying not to make it too long. So, all right, Spirit, what has the collective done so far on this part of their journey? All right, so we have broken vase, or vase, however you like to pronounce it. Hardship, misfortune, trial, overcome, crisis, 2 steps back, change of state, grief, fix it, opportunity, pressure, burden, destroy, adversity, accident, disappointment, setback. This is what you've already done. I feel like they're saying that you're acknowledging now the fact that things are broken, the fact that you have gone through so much and you have to learn how to grieve and work on this part of yourself. I feel like Spirit is saying that that's where you are now because you're working on it. You've done this part, or you at least have started to. So that's a good thing. You're realizing that these are things that have caused a lot of burdens in your life, and it's time to, really, dive deep and look at yourself and say, okay, what can I do to work on this part of who I am? You're accepting this, and that's good. Flag, achievement, recognition, yeah, because you're recognizing this part of yourself. Overthrow, success, victory, winner, conquest, mastery. We got mastery here twice. Bragging rights, carry the day, plans are coming to fruition. King of the mountain, yeah, by standing in your power and saying, okay, yes, I've been through all of this stuff, but it doesn't make me weak. It doesn't make me a bad person. Like, this is what I had to go through to be the person who I am today, and now I have this story to tell that humbles me and is able to make me say, okay, yes, I went through all of this. And now, if you went through anything similar to me, I can help you. Because you're going to be able to use your voice as a platform, I feel. It's like 6 of Wands energy. Cake, look, celebration, ceremony, party, gathering with friends and family, honor, remember, recognize, commemorate, graduation, anniversary, wedding, prom, birthday, award ceremony. Some of you might be a little bit further into your journey than others and might actually have already started working so much on this healing process that you might have already started doing things like writing and things like that, or if you're into blogs or vlogs or speaking in public and things like that about what you've been through. Some of you might already be kind of doing stuff like that based on this energy here. That's beautiful if that's what you've already started doing. And if you haven't, I mean, you're gonna get there, just keep working on yourself and keep doing what you've been doing. Unlikely at this time the situation or outcome is unlikely to occur. I feel like that's more just saying like it's unlikely that you're going to allow this stuff to hold you back any further, because look at all this other energy here. Yeah, see, look, microphone, news, trending, broadcast, expression, strong opinion, make known, current events, public speaking. I just said that. Speak truth, communicate, social media, being heard, speaking up. Exactly. Thank you, Spirit, for the confirmation. Like, you guys are, this is where you guys are right now. This is in the middle of the deck. bonfire, enthusiasm, energy, heated, intense, joy, ignite, passion, ecstasy, exhilaration, spark, community, sharing ideas, get things going, orgasm, fantasism, sorry, fever, fears. I feel like you guys might have like a soul tribe or something going on right now where you're taking everything that you've been through and you're meshing with people who, you know, are like-minded and have been through things similar, so that you guys can rely on each other to help each other get through these kind of things, or something along those lines, or spirit is calling you to possibly do something along those lines. What does the collective still need to work on at this time when it comes to this energy, spirit? Thank you. Wow. Okay. Crew, in sync, esprit de corps. Working together as a unit. Team, leadership, co-create, pooling assets, sorry. Camaraderie. Gung-ho, forming alliances, partnerships, team effort. Yeah, remember I just said, I feel like you guys are meant to join forces with other people who are going through similar things, or have gone through similar things, so that you can like work on healing, like maybe like some type of expos and things like that. Yeah, things along those lines, retreats and stuff like that. Tell us more. Tools, practical abilities, resources, has what it takes, application, build it, fix it, organization, help someone, task at hand, well prepared, equipment, get shit done, masculinity. Yeah. They're like, it's time to build this damn ark or some shit. Not literally an ark, but you know, look at that toolbox there. And then look at the, you know, they're rowing. It's like, I'm telling you, they want you to build connections with people that will allow you to heal and help others heal at the same time. It's definitely giving me like wounded warrior energy. Let me get one more. Phoenix. Transformation, eternal soul, renew, resurrection, rebirth, destroy, rising from the ashes, emerge, new era, alchemy, transmutation, ascension. The end is just the beginning. Yeah. So they're saying that you're still in the process of like closing out this old cycle, transmuting this energy, so that, again, I definitely am picking up on helping other people. I really am. Union of opposite eclipse or whatever that came out already. And this is going to be a lonely thing for you. This is, you know, it doesn't have to be, though, is what I think spirit is saying. Like, you can either rely solely on yourself, which is really, really lonely, or you could allow other people into your energy who are willing to help you grow through this, right? And vice versa. So that's up to you. Obviously, some parts of your journey are solely up to you to go through, and you have to go through it on your own. But at the same time, there's definitely nothing wrong with relying on other people to help you, especially if it's a mutual thing and it's reciprocated, right? You don't want a relationship in any way, shape, or form, whether it's you're pouring into something constantly and they're not pouring into you, or vice versa. Like, you don't want to be putting all that pressure on a person for it to not be, you know, reciprocated, because that's not okay. You know, it's called codependency, and that's not what we're doing, right? We're getting past those types of relationships. Yeah, look at that in the middle of the deck. Symphony, harmony, synergy, co-create, assembly, organized structure, contribute, team, collaborate, precise, arrangement, order, lead, follow. See, lead and follow. That's that dynamic right there that I was just talking about. Organization, perform, display, cohesion. Excuse me. Yeah, they definitely are pushing you to mesh with other people who've been through similar things, for sure. Yep, you're definitely about to meet people of your soul tribe, your soul family, who are going to help you on this part of your journey. Wow, this is beautiful. I guess as painful as it can be, it's so beautiful to see that you guys are about to step into this new part of your lives where you're no longer letting these things hold you back. Hence why this is in the reverse, you know. If you ever dealt with addiction yourself, you're moving past that, right? You're not letting these generational curses hold you down. You're moving away from it. And that's, I mean, it doesn't get more beautiful than that. Wow. Not to mention the number 11 is about new beginnings. Wow. We got the Phoenix here. I mean, wow. Advice. Yes. The answer is yes. The situation or event is right on track at this time. Spirit is like, you, everything that you are doing, keep on doing it. You are doing the right thing. Chocolate, satisfaction, perfection, love, romance, treating yourself, sweet, rich, smooth, splurge, aphrodisiac, the good stuff, fine dining, do things right, celebration, elevated mood. Like you, everything that, like, this is gonna be so liberating and freeing for you. Like, like it's just like this sigh of relief that you get to breathe because you know that you're doing the right thing for yourself and for your bloodline. Okay, one more. Scuba diver. Remember, this is still the advice. Going within, observation, 0 point, self-examination, exploring the unconscious mind, in the void, desire to know, self-reflection, disconnecting, deep thoughts, subliminal. Yeah, you're still, they still want you to, you know, go into yourself deeper and understand more stuff. Remember, we got that knowledge card there, or library about the knowledge, right? Like, you're still working on this. This is a process. This does not just happen overnight. This is not something where you're, excuse me, you're done after a few therapy sessions or some shit like that, you know, or writing in your journal a few times. No, this is like going to be an ongoing process, but you're doing the work, and you're going to really be able to breathe a breath of fresh air knowing that you're working on yourself and you're doing this. Okay. And child came out again. Fix, stubborn, inner child, do what you love, exploration, boundless energy, time to play, demanding, attention, tireless, love to learn, imagination, delights in simple things. So you're really going deep within yourself, back to that inner child, and you're working on that. You know, you might have a sibling that, you know, you might want to reconnect with, you know, just reading that intuitively. And uncertain at this time, the situation or the outcome is undetermined. And I mean, obviously, everything is undetermined, right? It's like, you know, there's no such thing as certainties anyway. So it's like, in this case, I just feel like it's just saying, you know, there's still things that need to be done. So the future in some aspects is unforeseen, but they're definitely saying to keep on doing what you've been doing. Okay? Middle of the deck. Still, refinement, taste, culture, style, fine-tune, concentrate, develops over time, purify, filter, draw out, infusion, spirits, alcohol. Okay? That addiction card. Perfume, reduction, cultivation. Yep. So that's probably one of the things that they really want you to still kind of work on too, for some of you. Like, if you, like I said, if you have your own addiction problems to any substances or anything like that, they still want you to work on that. If you're past that and you're working on just like that lineage, you know, those parts of your lineage that are still there, and you're moving past those generational curses, keep working on that. You know, you can't do it single-handedly, but if let's say you have your own children, you know, letting them really know the inside scoop of the things that have happened in the past in your family, and what you're doing to try to help correct that behavior and those paths. That's definitely what I kind of am picking up on. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna get a few more cards before we close out. Try not to go too crazy. This is already longer than I thought it was going to be. I mean, it's an important message, so it is what it is. Golden gift, magical help is on the way. Or sorry, magical help is on its way. Um, yeah, I feel like that help is going to be coming in the form of people in your soul tribe who are going to help you navigate this part of your journey. Honestly, I'm picking up on that. Let's get like 3 messages. Ooh. Too many. If it was just the 3, I would have been like, wow, look at that. But now it's like 6. I'm not taking all that. Into the woods. Stranger in a strange land. New experiences. Feeling uncertain. Transition zone. Yeah, exactly. It feels weird. It feels different. It feels like you're alone in this because essentially you kind of sort of are. It's like the hermit mode in a way. Like you're transitioning into this new version of yourself and you're trying to figure out who the hell am I. Right? And it feels weird. But again, because you're going to hopefully, meet people of your soul tribe and your soul family who are going to be able to help you navigate this part of your world and your life as you transition, right? You're going to be led into the right paths. Riddle Fisher, divination, seeking out and finding answers, which is interesting because we saw the whole thing about answers and knowledge and all of that. So it's kind of same energy. Also, maybe they're saying for some of you, you might actually be into divination. Like you might know how to do divination work yourself as like a tarot reader or something like that. Or they're saying you could seek answers through divination. Don't become addicted to it though. Okay, there is such thing as becoming addicted to tarot and stuff like that. So be mindful of that as well. Let's get one more. And we have beauty's truth, beauty, physical pleasure, sensuality. Reading that intuitively, I feel like they're just saying like, don't look for validation outside of yourself. Like you're beautiful. Maybe self-pleasure might be something that they are kind of hinting at here. If you ever had an addiction to sex, perhaps. Everybody's situation is different, so take it as it resonates. But for some of you, that could be a thing. And, they're saying, seek validation and beauty and stuff within yourself. Nothing wrong with that. Top of the deck, the Grail Fairy, fertility, the return of life, health, life cycles. In the reverse, I feel like they're saying that, they really want you to continue to work on your health. This is saying it's extremely important at this time. Ending certain cycles right now is important to give birth to a new version of yourself, I feel. And then we have a story keeper. Tell your story, legacy, write your wisdom. I talked about being a writer and stuff like that. God damn it. And it's in the reverse because that's something that they really want you to work on. Holy shit, you can't make this stuff up, I'm telling you. I sound like my grandmother right now. It was her birthday yesterday. Rest in peace to my Nana. I miss her. But yes, that definitely resonated a lot. I feel like that was meant to be seen for a lot of reasons. And one of those reasons is because they really want you to put your story out there. Tell that story. Heal that inner child and help others do the same. Entrepreneur, yes. I've seen a lot of 5s. So we got be on the lookout for exciting business opportunities to unfold. And that could have something to do with these people that you're about to meet. Let's get 3. Angel numbers. All the time. I mean, I've been saying this whole time, I've seen nothing but a bunch of 1s. I see 5s. I see so many numbers here. Judgment. You are being asked to let go of all judgments and forgive those who judge you. Exactly. So this is not a time to bash our parents and stuff like that, or our, you know, the people who came before us or nothing like that. This is a time to understand that they worked with what they had at the time. And now it's your turn to take those lessons and you make the bloodline stronger with every generation. Same thing for, you know, if you have children and they have children, you know, it's a cycle. It keeps on going, right? It's like the gift that keeps on giving. You know, there's no need. Oh, look on the bottom of the deck, I just happened to look. You may be covering up the emptiness or pain through an addiction. Thank you for more confirmation, Spirit. But yes, so this, like I said, this is not a time to judge. It's not a time to judge yourself. It's not a time to judge your loved ones, nothing like that. This is a time to truly acknowledge and embrace oneself, okay? And then we have mentor. You are about to meet a person of high integrity who will guide you in the right direction. I'm telling you, you guys are meeting somebody soon who's going to help you with this part of your life. I'm telling you, I promise you. Career transition. Your soul is yearning for a career aligned with passion and purpose. I kind of picked up on counselor out of nowhere too. Shooting star. You are a shooting star. You are about to step into your fullest potential. Middle of the deck. Boundaries. Boundaries are extremely important. I don't usually read these in the reverse, but it did say boundaries in the reverse. You are learning the gentle art of setting boundaries and saying no. I feel like with it being in the reverse, maybe that's something that you really have to work on, is setting boundaries. Lord knows it's not as easy as you would want it to be, but yeah. All right, let's get a few more before we close out. Hopefully this video is not too long. Surrender comparisons to other people on the bottom of the deck. Okay, let's get 3. Surrender to trust. Trust yourself and your decisions. Don't be swayed by other people's strong opinions about what to do. Take action and be confident that you have chosen the right path. Yeah. People are going to talk shit. People are going to judge. It's perfectly fine. And that's why judgment is there too, right? Like, don't worry about what other people think. At the end of the day, you do what you have to do for yourself and what makes you happy. Surrender your ego. Cultivate gratitude. Be of service to others. Exactly. Be of service to others. I'm telling you. And come from your heart. A big ego can work against you, but humility will further your goals. One more. One more. And surrender to your intuition. Tune into your inner voice. Be aware of any gut feelings, flashes, knowings, or aha moments that come to guide you. Top. Surrender procrastination. Now is the time to jump on a goal instead of putting it off. Taking action will attract success. Surrender outdated beliefs of yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in life. And surrender to what is. Flow with what is instead of fighting it. When you can't change a situation, compassionately accepting it exactly as it is will bring you peace. Sorry. And now we're going to close out with some words of encouragement from your inner child and your spirit guides. Flexibility. Be flexible, okay? Don't be rigid. All right, so we're going to get 3 messages to close out this reading from the inner child and spirit guides. Wonders. Every time I see this freaking card, if you've watched my readings before and you've seen this card, I say the same thing every freaking time. It's an amethyst, right? And that amethyst, like, is shattered into pieces. But that amethyst still possesses its powers and its wonders, the wonders that it possesses to be able to heal, okay? You're not broken, you know? And even if you are broken, you are fixable, okay? Don't ever forget that. You are fixable. Let's get 2 more. Taking risks. Yeah. Stepping out of your comfort zone and saying, okay, what am I going to do differently from those before me that's going to set forth a new foundation, a more stable foundation? You know, I'm soaring above all the bullshit and leaving that all behind me. You know, the sky is opening up for me. One more. And voyage. And anytime I see this one, I think the same, I say kind of the same thing with this too. Obviously, voyage, journey, kind of that thing. It's a part of your life journey to do this. You're going to be carrying the rest of your loved ones on your back, so to speak, or on your belly here. It's like, you know, if there was anything that you were carrying from your childhood, right, that your parents, you know, they carried you into this part of your life, on this part of your journey, right? You were under their wing, their belly, whatever word you would like to use. And it took everything that you had to witness and see to be on this part of your journey and take risks and work on healing the bloodline. Okay? It's hard. You know, you're going to feel like the martyr. You're going to feel like, damn, I have to, like, everything's on my back. But the thing is, like, you're going to have help coming in. There are going to be people coming in to help you. Might not necessarily even be people in your bloodline, but there are going to be people coming in to help you on this part of your journey. Okay? And we have trust. Yeah, trust the process. Trust the process. Security. You know, feel secure in what it is that you're doing, okay? And take action. Take action. I don't read these in the reverse. Take action, okay? So, with all of that said, this was a beautiful reading for you guys. I feel like you guys are definitely on the right path with this healing part of your journey and healing yourselves. And, you know, any wounds that stem from your childhood, whether it's whatever you dealt with, all the lies that you had to, you know, bury, or all the lies that you in terms of how you feel, that you had to bury over the years by not speaking your truth, like all of that stuff, addiction problems, whatever it is that you had to witness, you guys are moving past all of that. And I feel like your inner child and your higher self couldn't possibly be more proud of you. Your spirit guides, your ancestors, so on and so forth. So just keep on doing what you're doing. I mean, you're on the right path for sure, okay? And just be very mindful of the people that are coming into your energy, because I feel like you are about to meet people who are meant to, like, help you during this part of your journey, and vice versa. So I love you guys. If you made it through this whole video, which was almost an hour, which I did not expect, but it is what it is. Thank you for rocking with me and watching it. I hope it resonated. If it did, please leave comments in the comment section, give feedback or whatever, share your experiences, so on and so forth. Like, share, subscribe, all of that good stuff. So with all that said, thank you for the support. I love you guys, and until next time, bye.